I'm a cheater. Of course I'm gonna put all my DMs in general, so you can't see them.
I'm a cheater. I didn't turn off my location. My phone just died.
I'm a cheater. Of course I have 2 phones. I need them.
I'm a cheater, but it's only because you cheated first.
They always be saying they want a traditional woman, like, oh, can you cook? Can you do it? You not
Shut
a
up.
traditional man.
Thank you.
Be
Tell
a
them
traditional
again.
man. Is you even a breadwinner, boo? Sit down.
Have you built a house?
Have you built a house, baby? Y'all want traditional women. Y'all not traditional men. Period.
They don't deserve a traditional woman.
No, you don't. You don't, boo. You should be submissive to me, actually. Yeah.
She said it.
What language is this?
Yo, what you texting her like that? What you texting her like that?
Wait, you didn't know they were texting?
No.
No, it's not bad, I promise.
No, let me,
No, it's not bad.
No,
It's
let me
not
look
bad,
at
I
this.
promise.
Bro, what is it?
Trevor. That new streak?
Yeah.
He was trying to come see you?
Huh?
He said, what you doing tonight?
Oh, no.
She trying to link with him?
She trying to link.
Told me behind the scenes that you have a wife of 4 years and a kid.
Yeah.
Do you trust her?
Absolutely.
How far away of home are you?
We about 3-4 hours.
So basically, are you down to see if your significant other is on any dating website right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
While you're gone?
Absolutely.
What's her name?
Allison, 27.
Put over her face.
All right.
Do you think she'll ever be on Tinder?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I mean, you have a kid together. She's never gonna do it.
Yeah, no shot.
Are you ready to see? Oh, you fucking serious, bro? Is that her?
No fucking way. No way, dog.
Yeah, that's actually her.
Bro, are you fucking for real?
She's under another name, though. She's under another name. She's under another name.
Bro, she ain't even under Allison, dog.
She has a photo with your kid on it.
Bro. Hard, bro.
Alright, you okay, bro?
Yeah. I appreciate you, dog.
Of course,
I appreciate
of course.
you.
A lot of guys will, specifically guys, will come up and be like, you're really attractive, like, can I get your number? It doesn't have to be like that. It has to be, I have more respect for a guy if he's just like, I just want to let you know you're really pretty. I'm like, okay, thank you, and they walk away.
Yeah.
That says so much more than a guy being
What?
like, let me get your snap. Like, that's so ugly.
Because guys can be creepy.
At least that's my name. Like, come on.
If they talk
Wait, hold on.
at first.
So you want to meet a guy in public organically, but you also want him to just compliment you and walk away and never talk to you again?
That leads to
Oh, you
something.
mean, oh, I see what you're saying.
Have you ever been in a major city? I'm in
pull
LA
a gun out you,
and I
but-
approach a girl somewhere. Like, I'm
Also-
never seeing her again unless I get her contact info.
So you're saying that you would like a gentlemanly man, somebody who courts you, takes you on a date, all of these sorts of things?
Absolutely.
I'm a little bit in two minds here because I can hear what you're saying, but then I can see that you're dressed as a cat.
I'm a dog, so-
and you call yourself a dog.
Woof, yes.
Do you think that that might be a deterrent for a man who is more traditional if you're dressing like a dog?
No.
So when you look at a relationship, are you looking at like a pet owner type relationship, or like two dogs in the relationship, or what's your ideal?
A partner who loves and respects me and sees me as an equal that I am.
But you see yourself as an actual dog, right? You said you like to go play fetch.
Woof, yes.
So how does that tie into your relationship? Like, what are you looking for if you're a dog?
I'm looking for somebody to throw me a ball and then also say, oh, hey, I appreciate.
Bring back the asylums. Seriously, every day I comb through a mountain of articles and clips, proving why dating in the Western world has become such a risky endeavor. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, or better yet, an Easter egg hunt designed for toddlers. Finding examples of why modern dating is a minefield is surprisingly easy. Let's face it, the case against dating Western women could be wrapped up in the blink of an eye. So, let's keep it straightforward and explore why real men are opting out of the Western dating scene. From the unrealistic expectations of the modern woman to the downright bizarre behavior that makes dating feel like a gamble, the evidence is all around us. Let's get into it and see why this is becoming a no-go zone for anyone looking for a serious relationship.
Why have men become princesses? Please explain, because we're out here walking on eggshells thinking, oh my god, if I say one wrong thing, he's gonna run. if I am not feminine enough, if I'm not enough of a chase, he's gonna run because they're like, no, I want it how I want it, when I want it. You know, I want to text you when I want to text you, want to call you when I want to call you. And all of that is good and fine. But then if you're a little bit assertive as a woman, if you're like, you know, let's get to it, or what's the point, or you call them out on something, they're like, okay, I'm gonna move on to the next girl who hasn't called my bluff yet.
The irony.
There's a question going viral on TikTok right now that asks, would you rather be alone in the woods with a man or a bear? And a considerable number of women said they'd rather take their chances with the bear. I'm going with the bear also because, yes, the bear will not shoot me. He's not going to go.
True.
Yeah.
Well, Wolfie, in reality, a bear would rip your guts out in seconds. But of course, your man-hating ass, just like the rest of those low-IQ toxic feminists on TikTok, is not capable of comprehending reality.
All right, let's crack this case wide open. The whole men are becoming princesses argument is nothing more than a weak attempt by women to mask their desperation. As high-value men make a beeline for the exits, women seem to have hit a new level of bitterness. Instead of examining why men are opting out of dating, their solution has been to belittle the remaining guys and cling to the girl boss narrative that's been shoved down our throats for the past few decades. Men's interests haven't changed. No matter how hard feminists push the narrative that men are inherently volatile and want women to wear the pants, this fight against nature is as futile as trying to stop a hurricane with a paper towel. It's almost comical how disconnected from reality this argument is. It's like watching a National Geographic documentary where the animal is so out of sync with its environment, it's bound to face consequences. Women complain about men and then beg for them to come back, showing a kind of cognitive dissonance that's as baffling as it is exhausting. This isn't something anyone wants to deal with, especially with all the other daily challenges we face.
Roy, nice to meet you.
I'm Lily, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My alter ego, his name is Daniel, and he's from Manchester.
Oh, whoa.
And he has a little British accent,
Oh,
you know.
nice. That's cool.
And it's actually...
This whole dating time's up. Thanks for...
I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even Stevens. Otherwise, I don't need a man just to have a man. This is for me. For the guys who are mad, though. Cry about it.
Let's break this one down, fellas. The glaring difference between Western media and what we see in the East is astonishing. Over here, women are spoon-fed the delusion that they can literally be whatever they want, demand whatever they wish, and give absolutely nothing in return. I mean, seriously, this chick actually said that the grand reward for being her doormat was simply to avoid embarrassing her and grace you with her presence. That's it. The bar is on the floor, and somehow they managed to dig a trench beneath it. And let's not forget about the soy boys in the mix, running around playing the identity game, but make no mistake, the women are leading this charge. They're out here picking up fake accents like Madonna, pretending to be all worldly while running around in cat ears or whatever household pet is trending on TikTok. It's wild. We're talking about grown women in their late 30s with kids and mountains of debt, posing with Mickey Mouse ears like they're on some Disney-sponsored life plan.
Well, they might.
It's not cute. It's tragic.
They find a way to use it against
They never
you.
had to grow up.
The legislation these
It's not
chicks
just
have
an issue of
signed off on for
immaturity,
the
it's like a
last-
societal glitch where women are stuck in a perpetual state of adolescence. Dating a modern Western woman is like dating a child. No exaggeration. The entitlement is through the roof. They genuinely believe the world revolves around their whims, and when reality shows up to rain on their parade, they play make-believe, expecting us to play along like we're the parents in this bizarre role-playing scenario. And when real men refuse to humor this charade for more than a week, what happens? They flip the script and accuse us of not holding up our end of the bargain, as if the problem is with us for not indulging their never-ending fantasy. Newsflash, we're not signing up to babysit. We're not playing the role of a parent in a relationship. We're looking for partners, not overgrown kids who refuse to face reality. So here we are, once again, watching this circus play out while we keep making moves, leaving them in the dust, wondering why none of us are sticking around for the show.
This is me putting Mia Khalifa behind me, and this is me like trying to be a real human. Did not work. Everyone in the office recognized me. It was a very uncomfortable work environment, not because anyone was overtly inappropriate. It was just simply being in an office, knowing anyone who walked through did a double take and is like, are you? So that was uncomfortable.
Ah, yes, the infamous argument that men are losing their edge. Apparently, feminists sent Mia Khalifa and some other delusional influencers want every guy to build a house, but if you listen closely, the only houses being built are on the sandcastles of delusion these women call reality. Let's break it down. According to the mainstream narrative, men are the ones stepping away from tradition while women are out here racking up body counts professionally now, mind you, as OnlyFans becomes a hotbed for glorified escort work. These same women then have the audacity to turn around and wonder why no decent man is biting. It's like trying to sell a wrecked car with a fresh coat of paint and demanding top dollar. Ladies, let's make this simple: men who behave like men have always been traditional. Period. Why? Because we invented traditions. From the dawn of civilization, it's been men who laid down the foundation, built the structures both literally and metaphorically, and enforced the status quo that benefited everyone involved. There's never been a time in history where men didn't risk their lives to maintain the societal structure that we all depend on. That's what tradition is: mutual respect, cooperation, and yes, sacrifice to uphold a functioning society. So for someone to say men are abandoning tradition is laughable. Here's the cold, hard truth: we didn't break from tradition, you did. And now we're being blamed for the mess. Imagine you're sitting at a restaurant across from someone, and in a fit of madness, you knock a glass off the table. It shatters. Now, you could try to tell everyone around you that the other person knocked it over, but guess what? Everyone saw you do it. The waiter, the manager, and the people at the next table all witnessed your actions. No amount of finger pointing is going to change the facts. But that's where we get to the heart of the issue. It's in the nature of men and women. Women, when caught in these situations, often try to rewrite the narrative, spinning the story to avoid accountability. It's like they believe that if they say it enough times, they'll convince the rest of the world that they didn't break the glass. But men? We own it. We don't run from the consequences because we understand that our actions shape the world around us. So let's put this tired argument to rest. Men aren't losing traditional values. In fact, we are tradition. We are the ones who created the structures you live in, the rules that govern society, and the standards that have allowed civilizations to flourish for centuries. If anyone's lost touch with tradition, it's the ones who think they can ignore it, discard it, and still reap the rewards. You can't have your cake, eat it, and expect someone else to bake it too.
I will speak to cheating women. They have zero remorse. This is what women do compared to men. Men usually, when they cheat, they start to feel a bit of guilt, so they're nicer to their wife. They might buy her something, be a bit more grateful, like, you're a ride or die, like, poor girl, if she knew what I was doing, let me be nice to her. Women, what they want to do to get rid of that dissonance of what they're actually engaging in is they start putting their husband down. They start thinking, my husband's such an idiot, he's so dumb, he's so stupid. By putting him down, they feel less guilty about going somewhere else. They justify it in their brain. It's different. The guilt is greater when a man is cheating on a woman.
Well, the math checks out.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
Ah, the age-old case of loyalty or lack thereof. It's an easy one to crack, and once again it comes down to understanding the stark differences in why men and women cheat. As I've mentioned before, men cheat to stay while women cheat to leave. Now, this isn't some endorsement of disloyalty in any form, but it highlights the deeper psychological issues at play. Women, with their inherent chaos, seem to carry 70 to 80% negative emotions, which can turn their decision-making into a whirlwind. It's part of their nature, and how society chooses to deal with this determines its very longevity. When men are in charge, let's be real, things run smoothly. We've been taught from a young age how to manage emotions and keep everything in check. But when women take the wheel, you better be prepared for a wild ride. It's like hopping into an F1 car without a seatbelt, guaranteed chaos. This is why male sexual liberty doesn't tend to blow things up, while female sexual liberty, well, that's a different story. When women embrace it, they often set fire to the very structures meant to maintain order. Look at the fallout in any relationship where a woman cheats. It's not just a lapse in judgment, it's a calculated move. They're playing chess, and the intention behind their infidelity is almost always to hurt or escape, not simply to satisfy an urge. The result is always messy, with long-term consequences, and the evidence is all around us. On the flip side, when men cheat, it's rarely about trying to destroy anything. That's why, if you were to metaphorically compare this to sharing a last beer, men would handle it calmly. No broken furniture, no unnecessary drama. But for women, cheating is about shifting power, manipulating outcomes, and ultimately breaking things down to get what they want. So while men can and do cheat, it doesn't dismantle society in the same way. But when women play this game, they're doing more than just betraying their partner. They're wreaking havoc on the entire system that men have worked to build and maintain. That's why loyalty is such a big deal, and why women, when unfaithful, aren't just making a bad mistake, they're playing their part in a destructive game, and the consequences are clear for all to see.
Standing on the train and look at all these men
What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes?
Off.
No respect. Chivalry is dead.
Justice has been served.
Does body count matter, and what is your body count?
Body count doesn't matter, and I don't know what my body count is, unfortunately. Okay, what was the question again?
What is your body count, if you know, and does it matter?
I have no idea what my body count is, and no, I don't give a fuck about what your body count is. As long as you're a good person.
Okay. What would you guesstimate if you had to?
Mine, I think it's over 100 for sure.
This is a tricky case to solve, not because the body count isn't through the roof for the modern woman, but because the real number will never see the light of day. Women have become masters at concealing this particular truth, and no matter how hard you press, the answer will always be wrapped in layers of misdirection. Let's break it down. There was once a brief window in time when women were more open about how many partners they'd had. But that era? It's long gone. Now, when a woman says she's been with a couple of guys, you can bet the number is already over 5. If she claims 5, we're well into the double digits, and if she's casually admitting to 20? You might want to call in a Geiger counter because you're standing in a radioactive zone of consequences. Here's the kicker: modern women, like the ones decked out in clownish outfits in the clip, will tell you the body count doesn't matter. They'll push the narrative that kindness or good vibes are what men should focus on, as if we'll just turn a blind eye and buy into this romanticized version of mystery. But here's the truth. Ladies, mystery may look nice on a man, but men? We thrive on honesty. Transparency isn't optional, it's vital. It's what builds civilization's trust and long-lasting connections. Without it, there's no collaboration, no progress, just chaos. For men, secrecy, especially when it comes to something as foundational as body count, is a massive turn-off. The more it's hidden, the more we lose interest. That's why men are increasingly opting out of dating altogether. The modern woman, particularly in the Western world, has made deceit fashionable. This deliberate mystery isn't charming or romantic, it's exhausting. And it's one more reason men are checking out of the dating scene entirely. It's not that we're asking for perfection, but when transparency becomes an afterthought, so does trust. And without trust, there's no point.
Why are you so worried about what another woman's doing with her body?
What's because if I'm gonna marry you and I'm gonna have sex with you and I'm gonna do intimate things for you and I'm gonna pay for your nails and take you on trips and spoil you and you're gonna be my queen, why the do I want other niggas inside your fucking mouth?
Are we committed? Are you?
Yes, we committed. I just said you're my queen, right?
I don't know. I'm single till I'm married.
You single till you married. You don't sound like very submissive to me. Do you know how to cook and clean?
I do, but my submissiveness is earned. It's not given freely.
Okay, so do you expect a man to pay for your bills when you ain't did?
There's a difference between dating and my man, right?
Okay.
My man has earned my submission. So for him...
What does earn mean? Does earn mean like transaction?
Not exactly, no, but that doesn't mean that that's not involved.
I'm not paying for your submission. Go to the left, man.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Purely elementary.
An elementary mystery for men, but one that leaves feminists stumped. The answer is simple: every time modern women raise their standards, their value plummets. It's the world's worst marketing ploy. If a product is broken and you slap on a price tag 10 times higher than it's worth, who's going to buy it? The same goes for dating. Women these days think they can demand more while offering less, and then act surprised when no one's lining up to invest. Look, every new generation of men sees it more clearly. With each passing year, there's a 25% drop in marital and dating interest in the West. Why? Because men are fed up with a system that expects them to pay top dollar for something that's been devalued. Women say things like, "So what if I have a high body count and live an expensive lifestyle? I'm still all you've got," but men know that's not true. We've got options, plenty of them. And just like with the cars, planes, and trains we've invented, we're choosing the ones that give us the best return for our time, energy, and resources.
This girl was doing that to me, talking to other dudes in the bar, and I just went over to him, and I said, "Excuse me, sir," I go, "Can you give her a ride home? Because I'm leaving." And I left her. I left her in the city. I was living in Jersey.
Good for you. Good for you.
You can't repeat the past. Why not?
If you can't fix what's broken, you'll go insane.
Maybe not. Just because someone stumbles, loses their way,
doesn't mean they're lost forever.
What am I supposed to do?
Do you want me to run?
No. What's happened's happened.
We just have to put it behind us. Move on. I want you to live.
Can you do it?
Yes, I can.
Not cheesy at all, you're speaking a truth that a lot of men are waking up to. Whether burned by bad experiences or lucky enough to see the writing on the wall early, the conclusion remains the same: the modern dating scene isn't what it used to be, and the modern woman in many cases isn't worth the chase anymore. It doesn't take a genius to unlock that reality, just a few clicks will show you everything you need to know. But here's the thing, it's not a sad story unless you make it one. We're men, and if there's one thing we're built for, it's thriving under pressure. Like you said, we eat adversity for breakfast and, in the immortal words of Ricky Bobby, piss excellence by stepping away from the toxic cycle. You're not missing out, you're dodging a bullet. There's nothing holding you back now. Every minute is yours to seize, and if you're smart, you'll make it count. Forget the noise, leave the games behind, and build a future on your terms. That's how real men roll. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value